All right, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing okay and having a great day so far. We're going to learn a Rashi from Parshas Lecha from the third Aliyah for today, Tuesday. And we're going to do a short Rashi, both because I don't know how much our guest star here will sit through, and also because we're in the middle of watching Rena Gluck's wedding. So I'd like to go back to be able to see the chuppah, which hopefully will start in a couple of minutes. So Mazel Tov to the Glucks on this wonderful occasion. Don't be shy. And let's get the Rashi up on the screen so we can get started here. Okay. So in this third Aliyah, we see the discussion between Lot and Avraham about what to do in terms of their future. Gam Lot ha'olech et Avram hayatzonu v'akarvo alim. We see that Avram Avinu amassed great wealth in Mitzrayim, but Lot also amassed great wealth. Rashi actually attributes that to the fact that he was traveling with Avraham, and because of Avram's success, Lot became successful as well. However, the problem was Lo nasau tam ha'aretz lashevet yachdav ki haya rechusham rav v'lo yachlu lashevet yachdav. They couldn't dwell on the same land. There wasn't enough grazing pasture for all of their animals. There wasn't enough room for them to spread out. There was a fight between them, and the solution of the fight was Avram suggesting to Lot here in Pasuk Chet, Vayomer Avram el Lot, Al nati meriva bini v'necha. Let's not fight about this. Ubein ra'ayim and bein ru'acha, between our shepherds. Ki anashim achim anachnu. We're brothers. We're krovim, as Rashi says over here. Rashi even points out the Medrash Agada domim b'klas der panim. We even look a little bit alike. We even seem a little bit alike. So let's not have a fight between us. There's no need for this. We should be able to resolve this. So how do they resolve it? Avram suggests, Halo kol haaretz lefanecha. Oh, we have this huge land in front of us. Hiparid name alai, im hasmol ve'emina, v'im ha'yamin es me'ila. We can go in our separate directions. We can go in our own ways. If you go right, I'll go left. You go left, I'll go right. We'll have nothing to do with each other. All will be well in the world. I always read this pasuk as basically Avram suggesting that we're going to stay very, very far apart of each other. We're going to have nothing to do with each other, and therefore there'll be no riv beinenu. There'll be no fight between us. But Rashi is very surprising over here. Actually, has another read of this pasuk. Im hasmol ve'emina is b'cho asher teshev ani lo esrachek mimecha ve'emod lecha lemagenu le'ezer. Avram is actually saying here, he's not saying, okay, you go somewhere totally different than me, I'll go somewhere totally different than you, we'll have nothing to do with each other ever again. No, the language of turning right and turning left means let's go to the same place, I'll go a little bit to this side, you go a little bit to this side, and we'll be okay because there'll be no fight between us about the land and the territory. But my goal, Avram is saying to Lot, is wherever you go, I will never be far from you. Lo esrachek mimecha. I'm not going to be far from you. And not only am I not going to be physically far from you, our relationship will be close. And I will always be there to you to defend you and to help you and to be with you in any way that you need. So very surprising. Totally the opposite of what I would expect from this pasuk, etc. I thought they want to have nothing to do with each other, get far away from each other. Actually, Rashi is suggesting, Avram says, let's be as close together as possible, but not on the same land. Let's take a slight detour from each other so that we won't have this fight, but that we can still remain close in our relationship, and I'll be able to be there for you if you need me. Avram never abandons Lot, even in this time, even after the fight, even when their interests are not aligned. And as Rashi points out, Sof davar hutzrachlo. In the end of the day, he did need him. As it says later on in our parsha, Vayishma Avram ki nishva, Avram goes to war in order to free Lot from his captivity in the War of the Four Kings and the Five Kings. So we see that this actually does come to fruition, and Avram does fulfill his promise, so to speak, to Lot, which is that he's going to be there for him and to protect him in whatever direction he goes. Sort of a different reading of this relationship, of the pasuk, I should say, but confirming that which we understand about the broad relationship between Avram and Lot, which is that they always remain close despite the differences between them. They traveled in the same way leading up to this point, and even in the future beyond this point, they continue to sort of travel in the same circles in the same direction despite their different modes of life. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a great day. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Rabbi.